So welcome back, students. So we have discussed the elements part, means definition of element, and now and again we have discussed some points of or some characteristics part of the elements. So the elements may occur in free state in nature, are found in their form their compound. So in that means element can exist in free state, means is having the independent nature, are also found in the form of their compound. So in compound form it also can exist. So we can characterize some of part of the elements, that is the element is a pure substance, is made up of only one kind of atom. An atom is the very smallest unit and of an element. It shows all the properties of that element. So element cannot be broken into two or more simpler substance by any kind of physical and chemical method. Element can be classified into four classes, that is metal, non-metal, metalloids and noble gases. So up to this we have discussed. Now coming to the point, that is the compound. So compound basically is also a pure substance, because we have discussed earlier pure substance in two parts, that is element and compound. So in compound, a compound is a pure substance which is composed of two or more elements combined chemically in a fixed proportions by weight. So this is the very important part. So in the formation of compound, two or more elements are combined, and that but two elements should be two different element, and that different element when chemically combined, and in the combination time, that the proportions of their weight should be fixed, and can be broken into similar parts of element by chemical method. So any kind of physical method you cannot be apply for breakdown of any kind of compound. So these are the basic things, or we can say that the basic definition of compound. So that means compound is also a pure substance, and whenever the compound is formed, that time two different elements should be combined with their fixed ratio. So now coming to the point, what is the characteristics of the compound? So from the definition again we can say the characteristics of compound, means compound is also a pure substance in compose two or more different element with their fixed ratio. The compound can be broken into smaller parts by the chemical method. No physical method you cannot be apply. So these are the characteristics of compound. So one point has been mixed, that is the example of compound. See, compound, suppose your water, carbon dioxide, ammonia. So these are the example of compound. See, in case of water, two different element has compound. In case of ammonia, two different element have compound. In case of carbon dioxide, also some different kind of atom has been composed together and having some fixed ratio of their masses. And what are the example of elements? So element exist in two form. One is atomic form and another is your molecular form. In case of element, in case of atomic form, this exists in atomic state, like your hydrogen, nitrogen, any kind of atom. Those are placed in periodic table. All the atoms are in elemental state because the same kind of atoms. And in case of molecular form, again the formation of molecular form, we know the molecule is a combination of different kind of same kind of atom. But in case of element, that time the similar kind of atom will combine. And example, all the homoatomic elements, suppose your nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, all exist in elemental state because the atoms which are being combined together, these are similar. Okay, so element can exist in two form, atomic as well as the molecular form. Okay, so now coming to the point, that is the very important part, that is your mixtures. See, we have discussed the pure substance. Okay, so in case of mixtures, two or more pure substance are mixed together in any proportions, do not undergo any chemical change but retain their characteristics. The resulting mass is called mixtures. For example, for your example purpose, we can take an example of sugar, water in sugar, or sugar in water, sodium chloride, or you can say salt in water. So all the examples are mixtures. Having your sugar has a mixture proper, if you take the pure substance of glucose or sugar and you have take the pure water, that time you have mixed in any ratios. Any ratios means, suppose that you have added at 1 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons, or 5 gram, 2 gram, whatever may be, it doesn't matter how much quantity you have added. So all the things, all the solutions, all the substance will form, that will be your mixtures. So in case of mixtures, two pure substance are mixed, and there is no any kind of certain proportions, and do not undergo any kind of chemical change, that is called your mixtures. So mixtures also exist in two forms, that is your homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures, and we have discussed this earlier. Homogeneous means similar kind of atoms, uniformly mixed particles are mixed uniformly in solutions or bulk of the solutions, that is your homogeneous mixture. And in case of heterogeneous mixtures, the constituent particles are not mixed uniformly, that is your heterogeneous mixture. Suppose the example of sand in water, that time these mixtures your heterogeneous mixtures, because the sand particles will not completely mix each other. And in case of sugar in water, that time the sugar particle is completely mixed in water, that is you cannot be separate, or cannot be separated physically. So that is your homogeneous mixture, means in this case particles are completely mixed to each other. Okay, so these are the mixtures classifications. Now coming to the point, that is your characteristics of mixtures. So in case of mixtures, is having the variable composition, means the constituent of a mixtures at present in any ratio. Means suppose that if you want to make a solutions of 2 gram in 100 ml, suppose someone want to make the 3 gram in 100 ml, so both two cases the constituent part, that means 2 gram somewhere you added and someone is added 3 gram, so both are the belonging in mixtures category. Means it in this particular case the variable composition are used, that times this is one of the characteristics of the mixtures. Okay, now physical change means the mixture is a result of physical change. The constituent of mixtures do not bind each other by any kind of chemical bonds. So in case of chemical bonds, or you can say in case of mixtures, the constituent of a mixtures do not bind each other by chemical bond, because in case of there is no any kind of bond is there, they are weak van der Waals force. And so their homogeneity, if in case of the homogeneity, most of the mixtures are heterogeneous in character. Some of the constituents are not spread evenly throughout. However, some of the mixtures are homogeneous. For example, we have discussed these things: sugar in water and sand in water. So some of the solution having show the property that the homogeneity, and some of the heterogeneity. Separation in case of homogeneous, there is no kind of separation technique is also there, but in case of heterogeneous, there is also some separation technique to separate the constituent particles. So these are the basic characteristics of the mixtures. So now we'll study the difference between the mixtures and a compound. So whatever we have learned in earlier, that is the basic difference between mixtures and the compound. So mixtures case, in 2 or more components are mixed. In case of compound, here is 2 components are mixed, but there should be have to have some fixed ratios. So we have to mention it in case of difference between mixtures and compound. So in case of mixtures, the compositions can be anything, but in compound the definite ratio should be there. Okay, separation technique. So you can separate the mixtures and you can separate the compound by the chemical method.